Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, so Trey, a Monroe County District Attorney, Monroe County in New York, the recent footage has come out where she was asked by a policeman to pull over. She would not pull over. He turned on the lights and sirens, and she ended up driving, I believe, about a half mile from there to her home. Body cam footage was released where he was having a conversation with her, and she was being, fairly belligerent with him, would not do what she told him to do. It's because she just so happened to be the DA. And she was trying to exert her DA privilege and said something like she didn't care. And even if he gave her a ticket, which he said he was going to do, she said, that's fine. I'm the one that prosecutes it. So just go ahead and do it. Now the governor's looking into it. Who knows what's going to happen by the time this thing fully airs. However, what are your thoughts on whether or not, this sort of attitude is okay and what should be done to this DA, at least in your thoughts?
I don't think I'll be driving through the state of New York anytime soon. I might be flying in, but hopefully nobody's going to track me down for this. But I will say that the number one trait of a strong leader, a really effective leader, is selflessness. You can say humility if you want, whatever spin you want to put on that. But she displayed the absolute opposite of a selfless leader. She showed that her position essentially is for her own benefit, not for the benefit of the state, not for the benefit of people. So whether it's a government position or a corporate position or heck, even a volunteer, anybody in a position of leadership, your actual definition of being a leader is to look out for the people in your care. It is not to then make it all about you and see which benefits you can hoard for yourself. So there's now video evidence of the fact that this woman got into this position, and I don't know if she had this same outlook when she got the office, but maybe once she took it, maybe the power went to her head and it then became about her and what kind of benefits she could reap for herself. But it really is, it's a depressing and quite frankly a disgusting display of horrible leadership. And I hope that there's some sort of not just action taken against her, because I don't think revenge is ever really the actual solution, but someone needs to come alongside of her and help her understand, here is what you're actually supposed to do, and here's how much better life can be and how much more fulfilling you can live if you'll use your position to help others that don't have the same strength, privilege, position, what have you. But she needs some sort of actual education that she will listen to.
Yeah, I think leaders have to remember, in whatever role they're in, corporate or civic or civil type roles, is you're held to a different standard than the people that report to you of sorts. I've failed at this before. Many people have failed at this before. We're not the first. I'm not trying to cast stones. However, a person in a district attorney role in particular has to realize that she is looked at a higher ethical standard than almost anybody else in that county to do the right thing. She completely failed. I watched quite a bit of the footage that has come out. The officer's been nothing but respectful. Look, unless you're Superman, there's never a time that's okay to say, "Do you know who I am?" Which she did. That just never works. Nobody cares. She shouldn't care like you said, it became about her and not about the same standards that she goes after. And this has created a massive problem because now you don't know. This is what they caught on camera. What happens when these kind of people do the wrong thing and it's not caught on camera? And it's a shame because I think, especially with what we see with how crime is being handled today, you don't expect the DAs to pull this silliness too. Usually it's just the footage I see, where you're on Cops. I know that one episode I saw where you were on there and you wouldn't pull over and had the white t-shirt and the flip-flops and the cop told you to pull over and you wouldn't do it. That's one wrong. But what this lady did, whole other level. So do the right thing. And when an officer tells you to pull over, just flip and pull over, show them your ID. Worst case is you're going to get a ticket.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.